Yo, man, what it do, y'all? It's your boy, RowloeEA, coming back with another one. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more content, man. We are back. Chargers out there 3-0, going crazy, sweeping the AFC West from the Chiefs to the Raiders. And yesterday, we defeated the Broncos, man. 3 games in, 3 foes down. Los Angeles Chargers are 3-0 after today's thriller. They swept the AFC West, beating Denver 23-20 on the last second 43-yard field goal, by Cameron Dicker, the kicker, man. The Chargers proved that we can win when it counts. Y'all know we've been losing a lot of games, close range, but Harbaugh fixed that, man. Without that being said, let's get straight into it, man. Let me start off by saying this. Justin Herbert threw for 300 yards with a touchdown, with a shaky interception, with a good play on the DB on the deep end towards Johnson with a tip ball, which is cool. Keenan Allen, 7 catches, 65 yards, and the clutch Keenan Allen type vibe touchdown late in the game. Quentin Johnson, man, let's tip our hat off to Mr. Consistent, who was inconsistent last couple seasons. 6 catches, 89 yards, and he led the Chargers in the receiving yards, right? Now let's get back to this. Omarion Hampton, 70 yards rushing and 19 carries with a touchdown. We ain't even talking about how he was catching the ball as well. Dobbins on the Denver side had, a couple little rushing yards. Bo Nix played a little well. Cortland played a little well, but I can say this about Denver side. I'm not going to speak too much on Denver. Bo Nix had a couple of touchdown passes, but crucially underthrew about like 2 of them. 1 to Cortland and about 2 to Franklin, man. Thank God he did, but it was a close game. With that being said, let's get straight into it, man. So I want to say this. Let's tip my hat off to Najee Harris. He was out there going crazy running early. I believe he was averaging about 5.7 yards. Moving forward, you could just tell just by his downhill burst. In the second quarter, he went down with that Achilles injury, but you could just tell like his rhythm that he was playing with. Harris was feeling it, man. He was leaning forward, falling forward. It gave you that type of X Factor, Madden type reach forward type of vibe. No matter where he was falling on the field, he was falling 2 yards forward with the ball ahead of him with more yards. But instead, Omarion Hampton stepped in graciously, showed flashes of explosiveness, but catching and running. But he had some runs where he was powering forward, falling forward, and getting extra yards as well. Yes, there was moments early on where Hampton's eyes were down, in my opinion. He was running contact instead of seeing the field. But as the game progressed, you saw him start to lift his head up and start going crazy, look for cutback creases. The second half, that's how I feel. He became more confident in the second half. Even Harris, while he was in there, just the 2 running backs early on was just not attacking the hole with angerness. And I tweeted that too, like Hampton need to run more anger. And I just feel like later on in the game, he became more comfortable. Now, when it comes to Quentin Johnson, man, I want to apologize, but I also want to give credit as well. I've always had faith in Quentin Johnson, man. Coming out of TCU, I know you guys seen my couple of videos of Quentin Johnson about how he was a couple of breakout seasons last season, inconsistency, but had the greatest tape out of TCU. When he came out of TCU, my personality, my point of view of him, in player comparison, I had him compared to DeAndre Hopkins from the Texans, right? You guys looking at me crazy, they play totally different. But when you look at that film from TCU and his routes he was running comeback, shorts, posts, and a lot of screen passes, and his body frame was more of a D-hop, especially when he was mossing people. What the fuck he did today? He went fucking crazy, man. Quentin Johnson keep rising. This feels like the season where he started being inconsistent in people's minds and started being consistent dangerous. He reminded me, like I said, a little bit of D-Hop. Short, sharp moves, exclusives with the catch, make a defenders miss on the yards on the ground. But tonight, he worked one-on-one with Patrick Surtain, leader all game. Let me tell y'all, Patrick Surtain is damn near the #1 defensive back in the league, if you ask me, and I love DBs. But he held his own, made some big catches in tight coverage, and earned Justin's Herbert trust again and helped fourth defensive attention that opened up things for others. Now, mind y'all, now that we got Allen, now that we got McConkey, there are certain defenses that has the respect. Fuck that. Keenan Allen demands the respect of the league. He's been doing it for over 10 plus years. Him attracting that attention and Lamar McConkey going crazy last season is giving Johnson the one-on-one opportunities to excel and go crazy. Now, mind y'all, he was having one-on-one opportunities against Surtain and was still succeeding. There was a couple plays where Surtain made a couple plays, but for majority, Johnson had a day, especially that over the catch, moss him in the red zone, deep throw. Herbert's out there looking comfortable. It's crazy, man. We 3-0, man. Let's go. Let's talk about the defense, man. The defense had moments, had some struggles. The Broncos got into the rhythm, in my opinion, especially in the second and third quarter. Our offense being off the field too long made things harder. But late in the fourth, when it mattered, the defense held strong, forced a 3-and-out, and gave us the ball back. And when we got the ball back, Herbert went out there and did what we know Herbert can do. And it's crazy. Before I continue on the defense, man, the media nowadays in the world is on the hype train of the Chargers. I started this YouTube because I knew that would happen, but now that it's here, I'm honestly shocked. I can't lie. Derwin James was everywhere, man, from tackles to tackle for losses, a few sacks. He made plays everywhere. Even though Khalil Mack is banged up with the elbow, the front and the second level chipped in. Linebacker, safety created a lot of pressure, filling in gaps, closing the run game, man. I can tell you this. That Broncos defense was blitzing Herbert and was attacking him from the left and the right. We surely missed Slater on that left side because that right side was getting pressured into the Pipkins. But we was also blitzing the hell out of Bo Nix. But Bo Nix, what I can say, is good at extending plays, man. Bo Nix is good at extending plays. Getting out the pocket and just scanning the field. If not running towards the field, Bo Nix has a good idea and perception and point of view of the field. But the defense was out there going crazy. Let's talk about the clutch time because everybody will talk about, even I know, the Chargers recently, last couple of years, has been close to games, losing games that was within 3. We are now 3-0, beating the AFC West teams from the Chiefs to the Raiders, now the Broncos. You guys don't know how much this shit feels. Being a Chargers fan, so I'm not getting off topic, but being a Chargers fan, bro, is not for the weak. That's all I'm going to say. Down 20-13 with about 5 minutes left, the Bows had everything to do on this drive, man. Herbert connected with Allen, then connected on a couple third downs with our rookie tight end out of Syracuse. Crazy. He was a consistent target for Herbert today. That shit gave me Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry vibes, man. I loved it. Then came the big one. Herbert scrambling, evading pressure to hit Allen. Rolling to the left, out a deep out, broke back left. Herbert scrambling, evading pressure to hit Allen on a 20-yard TD that tied it. That showed poise, that showed belief, that showed defensively, clamped down offensively to stay steady. Finally, Dicker, the kicker, kicks it through with time to expire. 3-0 sweep with a statement win, and we're number 1 in the AFC West, and we're probably number 1 in the AFC right now. I understand it's week 3. I understand all that shit, but you guys got to mind this. The Chargers hasn't been on the winning season, on the winning side since years. We haven't had a 3-0 start since Drew Brees was our even quarterback, and I think that was around 2006, bro. Like, we're having crazy success. Shout out to Harbaugh, shout out to mentors, shout out to our front office, shout out to the team, the vote gang. We are here. Let's go. I ain't playing with these niggas. Still, there's certain things to clean up. I feel like Hampton's vision could get a little better. Eyes up, better reads. I feel like offensively, our injury in the line, like I said, Pipkins and Beckham, and that right side was going crazy with the pressure. I think the backup spots was tested. At times, receivers sometimes were open, but we didn't take full advantage early. The defense gave up some chunk plays. I think that was because we was out there a little bit too longer just based on our offense getting out there early. We was shaky those middle quarters, we was shaky. We didn't really click vibe into the first and fourth quarter, in my opinion. But those are flexible. With the kind of heart, kind of leadership we saw tonight, this team might be built for games like this. Now, mind you, like I said, with the media, I've been seeing a lot of speculation that Herbert might be MVP, Harbaugh might be coach of the year, and that we might be a Super Bowl contending team. I've been saying this for last year, 2 years, man. The Chargers are on the run. Harbaugh made it happen. I believe next season, not this season, I believe next season will be the year. Just like I said, the players we have now will be developed enough to know there's a scheme of the offense, the defense to play well. Look at Johnston having a hell of a season, man. Looking like the number 1 receiver out there going crazy. Looking like the biggest play receiver we have out there. Looking like a Mike Williams. Looking like a Vincent Jackson. Just out there making plays deeply for us. Now, he's not on their level, but I'm just saying with the success he's been having, it's good to see. So with today's win, it wasn't perfect, I can't lie, but it was important, man. Sweeping and holding down the first 3 games in the AFC West doesn't happen by accident. It happens with grit, depth, and stepping up when needed. Now, mind you, Harbaugh came from Michigan. That Michigan-Ohio State rivalry is real. When he went over there and dominated Ohio State, and I'm an Ohio State fan, he went out there and went crazy. So we got to tip our hat off that Harbaugh is damn near maybe the best coach in the league, to be honest. The Chargers was 5-12 2 seasons ago. damn near majority of the same players. Last season, we got to the playoffs, going 12-5, flipped the switch. Now we're 3-0. Hardball is in full effect, and it's great to see, man. Shout out Mentor, shout out Roman, shout out Spano, shout out to all those guys out there. Omarion Hampton shows he's more than just a depth. And now when the starter goes down, he gave us something. Quentin Johnson is starting to look good, looking like the number one receiver in dropping out of TCU. Herbert showed guys that he's in the clutch. The defense went crazy. The Chargers are 3-0, championship contention, and it's still weeks away. But man, this shit feels different. And for the first time in a long time, it's like the Chargers just feel like the Charger team we've been waiting for. Now, this video may not be clear based on the excitement or what's going on, but I just had to give a review out there because we dominated, man. Those Broncos, let's ride country, out there like ponies. I can't wait to really continuously dominate and sweep the division. I feel like we may lose one division game, maybe two, but for sure sweeping one team because we just got done sweeping Broncos and fucking Raiders last season. Let's not act like this is nothing new. Us dominating these first 3 games, though, sets a statement to the league. The Chargers is here to play. And I love the respect that we gained, though, because y'all was doubting us for years. But y'all let me know what's going on, man. Chargers whipped their ass 23-20.